Okay, so um one bit of housekeeping. Start discussing. So I forgot that since you looped rep, um technically what happens is that you're supposed to have the ability.
Oh,
So uh that should bring you up tier 0 to tier 1. But also in order to tier up you have to spend dash, and dash to tier up is equal. So
the tier that we're going for,
yes.
or the tier that we're at right now.
The tier that you are going.
Okay.
So
So we would need 2 stacks to tier up.
tier up.
All right. We do be at 1.
You do be at 1. So if you guys have personal stash you want to donate to the cause.
I literally used our money to get a better roll on something during downtime.
Please.
Oops.
Do we have money?
We have $1, and I don't have any money. Maz doesn't have any money, but maybe y'all do. I guess I don't know.
Where do I see that?
Yeah.
Character sheet. It will be under your healing clock.
What the fuck is? Oh, I see. I have nothing. Wait.
I think
We're poor.
I
We're
have
wanted.
4?
yes. I think everyone is supposed to start with 1 stack.
Okay, in that case, I have 1 stack.
So
Did I use mine for something? I don't know.
I don't know if everyone marked. I think the stuff that if you did use it, you used from the crew. So everyone should have
Yeah, I
1
think
personal
so.
stack.
Okay. So if y'all got, that means if y'all feel like leveling up our crew,
Yes.
we can do that. What are the benefits?
Technically,
Whatever,
you're
sure.
supposed to level up in order to get the ability on thing.
Like the special abilities?
The loyal fence that you got. I forget what this is called, but the like roadmap thing that's.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and then there are a bunch of things that require you to roll like the crew tier in order to see like how something will be. So if you're like rolling for an asset, or if your gang decides to do something, usually they'll roll like tier, and so the higher your tier, the better outcome any of your crew roll.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see.
And then each tier has two levels. So you have weak and strong. So you have to go. You'll go from 0 to tier 1 weak, and then when you level up again, you'll go to tier 1 strong. And then once you're at tier 1 strong, then you can go to tier 2, and so on and so forth. But it takes a while to get up to tier 4, but this way you're not like beating through it and suddenly you can like fight against the really high tier faction.
Right. Right.
And then weak and strong just dictates how easy or hard it is for you to lose turf, which will come into play if you end up going to war against another faction. there will be downtime rolls where uh, you will have to roll against their like your tier against their tier, and then whoever wins during downtime, um, they'll either take turf from them or they'll take turf from you. If you're, I'm not sure how it works, but it's easier to lose stuff if you're at weak hold versus if you're at strong hold.
Gotcha. Okay. So does someone want to sacrifice their stack so we can level up? We kind of like half did it already, but
Well,
we need to spend the money.
I didn't know I had the money, so yeah.
Okay. So we will take one of yours and then I'll take one from the crew.
Perfect.
And then I'll pop that up.
Yeah.
Forrest has
Mark,
just been running around like talking about money he doesn't have.
he doesn't have on him. It's all at home. And then tick the box next to, or the little tick mark.
Yes, correct. Okay. Cool. We are now tier 1. How exciting.
Now tier 1 week. Okay. That's that. So, were you guys able to look through the factions?
I was doing a bit of skimming beforehand, but I know I looked through these guys before because I thought they just ruled.
Yes. So these are all of the different factions that are in town, and obviously it would be very messy and very complicated to have everyone. So
Yeah.
it'll be best to narrow it down to a couple. I think probably what seems manageable would be to have all of you pick like 2, and then we can have those be like the main players in town, and then we might bring in like one ally or one enemy faction from each of those factions that you pick, and then we'll sort of spread out from there.
Gotcha. So the factions that we already have situations with would be the Red Torque because they're our bosses, the Church because we took the pit crew from them, Xantro Pharma because we gave them the Alluvium, Strangford Michter Financial because we were there in the blimp, and then the Loungerettes because we've met them twice and they just don't like us. So that's who we've already talked to and had interactions. Well, and Sector 6 have also been present in these. So those are the people we are familiar with, but by no means do we have to stick with them.
There are others that catch your eye, or someone that you think would make for a good potential ally or rival into them. And then I also have the more in-depth blurbs, so I can give you a little more detail about what each faction has, what their situation is, what their goal is, what they want to do, and we can use that as sort of a baseline to flesh out our their interactions with.
Gotcha. Taking a look through.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I was just
Yeah, I've been slowly working at copying all of the like important stuff from the book into handouts in here. So
Mhm.
We got to
Yeah,
get the
'cause
tomorrow program in the.
Now I gotta know. Where the hell are those guys? In the dock.
They're
so
like 6 a.m.
Underworld, they're a couple down from the
oh, I
Hedonistic
see.
Association of Notable Scientists, Writers, Artists, Performers, and Dreamers. Lots of parties. Cover for extortion, graft, and murder.
Oh
I see.
yeah. If you're looking specifically for race based factions and you want to get more like car stuff integrated, of course there's Red Torque, but there
Yeah.
are a handful of other. There are the Leatherbacks, which are an autocycle gang.
Rough and rowdy.
I think
I saw, I mean, this is not racing, but the cabbies are Autopod taxi drivers who have an
yes.
impressive gossip network.
Okay, so which ones are we thinking?
Well, I would
Like of
be
it.
I would be interested, I think, in doing some more racing stuff. And by that, I mean it doesn't necessarily have to be racing, but I was looking at our preferred operations, and we're pretty good at smuggling, hijacking, racing, and hot pursuit.
Yes.
So I can see us doing, and we also have are the thing that we got last time in our little map here on our cruise sheet is loyal fence, and we get extra money for doing smuggling or hijacking jobs.
Okay.
So I wonder if we could maybe lean into that. Um, like using, I don't know. And we also are like officially sponsored now by Santra Pharma.
That's
Um,
true.
but they sponsor quote unquote our like racing team. Oh god, he left. Um, what? They sponsor our racing team, and probably not our smuggling team. So
That is true. Okay, so mm,
the Keel twins. Who are the twins that we hated in the first game? That hated us.
oh yeah. I remember. I vaguely remember. I know who you're talking about, but I
Yeah,
cannot remember what they were called.
we kept blaming everything on them. We should bring them back.
We should do that. We should do that with this too.
Yeah, we should.
Minor nightlife celebrities,
Incredible.
ruthless gangsters.
They're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
influencers.
Oh God.
Criminal princesses and
So
also
funny.
influencers. Okay. A tough gang with a reputation for brutality and strangeness. Uh oh, there's the rats.
Yeah, they don't like us.
Yeah, we don't like them.
Yeah. The Silver Echoes are just a band.
Hey, yes, hello.
Hello. When you left, all I had mentioned was that because Sancho Pharma sponsors us, probably in like legal racing, they probably don't sponsor our the dirty stuff we
Illegal
do.
stuff, yeah, probably.
But I think it would be interesting if we like saw what like something like a legal race would look like, where there's sponsors and stuff. And then like maybe use that as a cover for something else, like smuggling or stealing, or I don't know, doing something else.
That could be a.
Since we've split the party before, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, my alarm is going off in the other room.
I was going to ask if anyone else heard the beeping.
That's me. That's me. I had to go turn that off. Hang on.
Okay, go to that.
Meanwhile, I just set all my alarms
Yes.
for
How-
4
It would be good to not miss your flight.
It would.
Wish you luck.
You know, I'm fine
I've been
JetBlue,
so
I'm gonna
tired
be-
this week.
Press
And
that.
it's gonna be worse next.
Oh God. Yeah, that was my bedtime alarm. I really have to turn it off for Fridays. I keep forgetting to not have it go off on Fridays, but it goes off every other weekday.
All right, it's like 9:30 for you.
Yeah. That's my alarm telling me that I need to get my ass to bed and get off the computer.
Yeah,
Which I won't
forgot
be
about
doing
time
today.
zones for a
I mean,
second.
I suppose that would be the responsible thing to do.
That's why I have the alarm on my phone and on my watch. To tell myself
Makes
to stop
sense.
looking at screens. Anyway. We were also thinking that we want to return with not liking the twin sisters,
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes.
the Keel twins.
What were the other sisters that we hated last
The
time? What were
Dimmer
they called?
sisters?
Do you remember?
The Dimmer sisters.
Oh,
Yes.
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 You
We gotta bring that
very.
back.
What was it? You like burned down part of their mansion, right?
Yeah, we like blamed everything on them too, and there was
Yes.
like,
We just hate sisters, apparently.
yeah.
Lord Skurlock is still here too.
He
You want to
is.
bring
He's
him
an old
back?
recluse, possibly a vampire. We can tie it all together.
Something that might be interesting is the Golden Hand, just because they manage a bunch of chop shops and junkyards. So that could
Ooh, yeah.
be something.
They could be someone that we either. I mean, I don't think we probably don't steal from them, but we probably get stuff for them and maybe sell to them.
Right, because you guys do tend to have a lot of leftover parts.
Yeah. Or at the same time, maybe those are the kind of people who know about the same stuff that we do, and want the same stuff that we do to then sell. Which I think could be fun too if we had to like race against them to get something, to steal something. I know a lot of our, I think, up top we said that a lot of our targets tended to be richer folk,
Hmm.
to like steal their cars and repurpose them. So I can see us targeting richer folk, like, let's see if there's any out here. Genuinely, probably Lord Skurlock, if he has vehicles.
That
Probably the Gallo family.
guy. Gambling, loan sharks, and narcotics trafficking. I
I can see them.
guess.
I can see them being wealthy. Although we might avoid them if we knew who they were.
Yeah.
Silk could also be kind of interesting.
Yeah, also a thief.
Yeah.
I love the thought of like not knowing if it's just the one or
Right.
just a bunch of them. Enjoys stealing the score from lesser thieves at the last moment.
What a dick.
Incredible.
I could definitely see them trying to fuck up one of our
Yeah.
scores for sure. I feel like
Freaking have
we
beef.
would be quite the stealers. I feel like would be doing stealing things. I can also see us like if we do um thievery and heists and stuff, that we would target people who are like within um bigger organizations, like corporate organizations, like shareholders and CEOs and stuff.
Yes. So that would probably tie into Dentaro Pharma and their enemy.
Yeah, they could even ask us to go steal stuff from people they don't like,
Yes.
for sure.
Okay, so
And yeah.
right now, the list that I have is Leatherbacks, Keel Twins, Golden Hand, Skurlock, Gallo Family, and Silk. Am I missing any others?
That sounds about like who we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Does Antra Pharma, do they list any enemies in
They do. So
their their thing?
let me go through the factions of that you already have, and then I'll go through the ones that we've discussed so far, and then we'll
Cool.
see who connects and but not. Okay, so patron faction is Red. Let's see. So cannot. That's dumb. Okay, let's see. Torque. Red Torque. Okay. So Red Torque. They have their own garage and workshop, of course. They consider the Vreen Autodrome their turf. So they have their own like racing circuit.
Okay.
Their situation. So the leader of the gang is planning a huge heist. So one of their enemies is the Scorpion Syndicate, and they are drug dealers. And he's found a shipment schedule for their like big drop. Every year they bring in a huge amount of Black Lotus from outside the city. So it comes in through the Deathland. And he's looking to hit that shipment and take all the drugs and peddle it himself, so that or through his gang, so he gets all the money. And he's looking for people to help with that score. Uh, they are so they've been used a lot by other by the Bluecoats and by intelligence agencies to try and get inside info on the black market and the underground. But
Ugh,
they've
they're bootlickers.
no other way around. Like they're constantly been betrayed by these big
Oh,
agencies. Yes, yes. And so now they're like very fight the power,
gotcha.
anti-establishment. And
Okay.
so they're hard to uh, it's hard to gain their trust, but if you do get in with them and get really tight, they're very loyal.
Gotcha.
So that is their situation. You guys are enemies with the
Lamau.
church. Is really kind of crazy.
Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh.
Yes. So,
Fucking love it.
church dogma says that your eternal legacy is your life's work, so you must work hard. Human achievement is glorified, and the church venerates the immortal emperor. Assemblies involve a combination of lectures, admonishments, and sacramental narcotics.
I was expecting a considerably different church based on that name.
Yes.
The fucking church.
For the elites, the church offers complete hedonism, exploring the limits of pleasure
There it
and
is.
pain.
There it is.
I knew it
Yes.
was there somewhere.
To dig a little deeper. We got it though.
Yes.
We got it, boys.
Yeah, it's exactly what you think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
They are rather high tier, and their situation is kind of spoilery. So we will just say that there is a greater power behind the church that they are attempting to implant deep within the underground of the city society. And by doing that, they hope to extend their influence through beyond just the physical means.
I see. They don't like us. These guys.
Yes.
Because we took their dudes.
They are enemies with the lounge rats, interestingly. They're allies with the city council palace. And Tarma. They are pretty interesting. So you've seen their headquarters. Well, no. I'm thinking of Frankfurt Mixer.
Yes, we've seen her house.
You've seen a warehouse.
Yes.
Antara, yes. Yeah. So let's see. They have a secret with their medicine that you'll need to find out. But there is a scientist who's on the verge of a medical breakthrough that would render Xantara Pharma's proprietary biotechnology redundant. The CEO intends to undermine his research by attacking Charterhall University and killing the scientists.
Oh.
Meanwhile, they are also working on a pill that will create the perfect worker.
Oh, bad.
Oh,
Yes.
Bad.
They can't attack that college. I hang out at one of those frats.
Got kicked out and yet.
I keep coming back.
I'm like, didn't both of you motherfuckers get kicked out of that school?
Well, I'm not going there.
Yeah, but what if we kill someone from there?
Well, how is that my problem?
But that someone asked us to. What if we did? Well, how would you feel about that?
Well, they kicked me out.
My
Okay.
problem is with the administration.
I see. So if Xantha Pharma came up to us and asked, "Hey, there's a prof scientist at this school. We want them dead. Can you take care of that for us?" Would y'all be fine with that?
Okay. Maybe I'm look. We steal cars. We steal parts. We do underground racing. Why are we talking about murder?
Yeah, that's not really what I signed up for.
I see.
I can do it if I have to, but I really don't want to.
That's very fair. Not all of these situations have things to do with necessarily cars and stealing stuff. So
Yeah, they seem to be sort of tailored toward all of the
yeah,
crew types.
You know,
Yeah.
for enough money, I'm sure I could be flexible.
there are other factions and other backgrounds that will lean more towards the car stuff. So we will get to those eventually.
I mean, listen, I've killed people before. I was in the war, you know? Hey. You want me to shoot a guy? Just pay
I
me.
think Lex has not killed people.
I haven't
Might
killed
object a
anyone
little, but she will probably do it if you two were like, okay, we need to take this job. It'd be like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Anybody.
I don't think
I will
Maz would.
help.
Maz would not rush towards it. Like, that would not be their first thing to do, I think. Just because looking at my fucking deadlocked keys, I don't think they want to kill anybody right now.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment, so I think they might actually be bad at it.
Looking at the lounge rats. So the lounge rats are fun. Their leadership are called the Rat Kings. And basically,
Yes, the rat gig.
rumor has it that the Rat Kings have been taking part in several experiments, all of which have failed, trying to achieve immortality.
Does it involve stitching rats together?
To make one king rat.
One king rat. Possible. This has left each of the Rat Kings with their own paranormal side effects. So all of their leadership have one like paranormal supernatural power.
Gotcha.
Besides achieving immortality, the Rat Kings can't imagine a world without them in it. As an unfortunate side effect of their experiments, they tend to burn under the light of blue time. And so they are looking to put a stop to the artificial sunlight that brings daytime to the town.
Oh. Wow, big fucking swings, dude.
Yeah.
Let's take out the sun.
Emo much?
Oh,
They're the Rat Kings. They can't have sunlight.
Also, that explains why they're enemies with the church, because they're trying to be immortal. And the church is
They're
like,
both, yeah.
your humanly life is what, or what you do during your life is what dictates after death.
That would just make them like fucking. That would just make them like fucking saints to the church, you know?
Yeah.
Our immortal lives. Easy to, you know, glorify the stuff that we do while we're living if we just live forever.
They want to be vampires, but they don't want to commit.
They don't want to ask Skurlock for advice. They want to make it themselves.
That's hilarious. Okay. Strangford Michter. So obviously they're a huge corporation. It's very funny. So there's like a list of assets, so of things that the faction has for use during whatever happens, and one of their assets is just money.
I mean,
It makes
it is
sense.
an asset.
Yes. So Strangford Michter, unsurprisingly, they are very anti-union, and so
Oh, can't have that.
one of their enemies is the SICU, which I think is like the workers union.
Super union. SIC. Yeah,
Shattered Isles,
Congress
yeah, Congress of Unions, yeah. So Strangford Michter is trying to bring down the union, obviously, but they're also up against Zentara Pharma.
Oh.
Because they see how profitable the pharmaceutical industry is, and they want a slice of the pie. They plan to build their own pharmaceutical brand at the same time that they weaken Xanthara's name through corporate espionage and sabotage.
Now I feel like we could get in on that on Xantra's side.
Yes. Doing like
for sure.
counter spying.
Yeah, counter spying and then maybe sabotaging or like stealing their like important documents or something.
That seems more like
Oh.
our speed, I think.
Yes. That seems right.
Our speed. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Ciao.
Okay. So those are the factions that you already, the ones that you interest. Leatherbacks. Okay. So the leatherbacks are interesting. They're a foreign group from Severos. Um they're groups of like nomadic horse riders, but because we are in the future now, they have autocycles instead of horses. And one of their fun facts is that they name all of their autocycles after horses.
So they're not the Dothraki.
Not quite. Also, when leatherbacks duel each other, they call them jousts.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, do they like ride toward each other?
Yeah, they basically ride towards each other and try to shoot each other off of their the other
Incredible.
autocycle. Yes. That's how they deal with like conflict between one another.
Join the leatherbacks. If you do, well, horses won't be horses anymore. They'll be bikes.
The leatherbacks do not have any formal hierarchy or organization. They're a collection of small groups with individual ringleaders. There is, however, one ambitious young racer who is working to bring all the gangs together under his control. There is another ringleader who is trying to oppose them, but has a far smaller gang. And so their whole thing is that there's basically an internal war between the two major groups in the leatherbacks, and they're fighting for control.
Gotcha.
And one of their main assets is autocycles tricked out for speed and style.
We're sick.
Yes. The Keel twins.
The influencers.
Yes. So these, they're basically celebrities. The Keel twins value their image and actively cultivate the media, inviting journalists out to write
So they are influencers.
stories about them
Really?
and doing photo shoots with other celebrities.
Oh my god, they're literally
Oh my god,
influencers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So, like, where are they on the influencer scale? Are they like
They can't be
actually-
Mr. Beast.
Are they actually popular, or are they like the Island Boys?
What
Um,
the fuck?
They're like
they're
the Da
Who
Vinci
are these
brothers.
people?
they're
wait, I know
only
this.
tier 2, so they're not that
Da Vinci.
big.
Yes.
And
Wait, I remember now the other ones. Oh, I wish I didn't. It's like the one thing that I remember about them, and I don't like that.
yes.
The other two are fine.
So their story is a bit of like an underdog thing. They have they're trying to expand their influence and make moves into Charter Hall. They claim Crowsfoot as their
Sure.
not a lot of people consider them high up on the scale of power when it comes to factions in Crowsfoot, but their popularity does grant them some sort of influence among like rich.
Oh yeah, they can have that broom closet over there. We'll just do our thing over here.
And
Yeah, I can claim I have turf too. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's true.
right,
And that's all mine.
they're wanting to move from or expand from Crowsfoot into Charter Hall, but this is obviously going to be a disaster because Charter Hall has a bunch of very high and powerful gangs and factions, but they don't give up, and so they're try anyway. So their
I'm
whole
gonna
thing
blame
is
everything on it.
basically going up against all of these crews that are much higher tier, trying to get a foot.
Okay. I feel like they're just making a lot of enemies.
Yes. Very funny because their allies are like the tabloids. Some citizens in Crowsfoot and cabbies because they're gossipers. The list of enemies is just like, and all of the like official people.
Incredible.
Golden Hand. Golden Hand. So the Golden Hand are they have a bunch of halls. Yes. So they're like a crime gang, but their special thing is that they have halls to like do their dirty work, but they're really fancy halls.
Ooh.
And no one has been able to get their hands on them because they're rigged to explode if they are disabled or captured. And so whenever a job goes wrong for them, everything just self-destructs.
Oh.
And the like inspectors and the bluecoats haven't been able to tie anything to them really because when they blow up, like all the evidence goes too. So they're managing to stay outside the hand of the law for
Until we meddle with them.
Yes. But the way they so for their turf they have a bunch of chop shops and junkyards for autopods, and they also have they they have an arcade at the docks, which is a
Yeah,
front.
dude.
It's a front for a workshop, which is where they make
Fuck
all of their
yeah.
hulls.
Why are they stealing our shit? What the hell?
I know. I was just about to say, what? What do you mean they have an arcade?
Yes, they're
That's a front
they're
for their stuff. Come on.
they're on your. They know what you're doing.
I mean, technically, we live in like an abandoned mall, really. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can have an arcade in there.
it's not like the arcade is operating. It's just for us.
It's yeah. That DDR
Private.
machine is just for Porsche and not for anybody else.
Yes.
Yes.
So their big thing is that they have a huge like secret vault with a stash of their own private reserves of, and so their big plan is they want to attack the bank and either destroy or steal all of the gold, because if they're able to do that they can control the market because they have their own.
I see. I see. Also big swings.
Sports or law.
Our buddy.
Good friend Lord. So Skurlock is cool because he's old school, and in case you don't remember, he is technically immortal. He is a vampire, and because he is tied to like old magic and the old way of things, the evolution of how the like resonance field works in this timeline don't affect him.
He was in OG Blades, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was
yes.
our big bad.
All right.
He was a vampire that made a deal with a demon, and so he's like linked to the demon, and he can control the demon, which is something that like almost no. And it's because they're linked that he has all of this on that demon.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in this timeline, Sitara, the water demon, who is bound to Lord Skurlock, has been captured by a counter paranormal spy agency.
Oh. It's not good for him.
She has been bound to a crystal prison and is due to be exported to a high security containment vault. And so his mission is he wants to either intercept or retrieve the prison crystal before he's locked up for good.
See, now I feel like we could steal a woman.
Yes. And even better because it's a woman in a crystal.
Oh, yeah, a woman crystal. Call her Heidelin. It'd be great.
Yes, perfect.
I feel like we could steal that.
How hard can it be to steal a woman?
How hard can it be to steal a woman? A woman in a cage.
The Gallo family. Okay, so this is your typical like mafia. They run 2 casinos and a restaurant. They're weird quirks. So Old Man Gallo, aka the grandfather of the family, he runs everything through the family restaurant. When he gets drunk, he starts speaking differently, and he claims that he is the Don's grandson, great grandson, and the Don is like the current head of the family,
Mm.
and he says that he's time traveled here from the future.
Oh. Wow.
And this only happens when Old Man Gallo is like heavily drunk. And
Well, when I was from the future.
yes, everyone seems to think that this is either dementia or alcoholism. um, and
It's
anyone,
not like this in the future.
yes, anyone who brings this up or tries to joke about this to the Don, makes him very mad.
Hey, the future is real.
But his
It's in my
current
dreams. I miss it.
problem is that his son, who is the current heir of the family, apparently sucks at gambling.
Lamau.
So, despite the fact that they run 2 casinos, he sucks at gambling. And so he's racked up quite a bit of debt. And as enemies of the family have kidnapped him and are holding him ransom until the Don pays off the debt. And so obviously he's not going to take this disrespect. And so he's trying to take down the enemy factions that have captured his.
We could steal a boy.
A boy is very easily stealable.
That's surely is easier than stealing a woman.
We could steal a boy and we could steal a woman. I think we could do both.
And then Silk. Okay, Silk. How many Silks have there been? This is a matter of great speculation. Silk is getting old. Or perhaps that's just a story that's being told. Rumors say that Silk is looking for a promising new thief who can take on the mantle, namesake, and continue the legend of the thief.
I see.
Like those factions? You like those situations? Want to explore others? Those?
I'm on board. Yeah, I'm not. I'm totally down to hear about more factions, but I'm on board.
I feel like
sound like fun.
Yeah, I feel like so far the ones that stand out to me the most, as in like having relationships with each other, and then that can then lead to scores and like plot development. I feel like the most I see is with Zentra Pharma and Strangford Michter. I can see us getting in the like getting in deep with that rivalry. And then I could even see like some of those little guys that you had just talked about, like the underworld guys, like also getting mixed up in it. Like for example, I could see like us being employed by Sancha Pharma to like get something from a Strangford Victor shareholder. And then like at the same time, someone from the Golden Hand or like the Silk, the titular Silk, coming in and like trying to steal something from Sancha Pharma at the same time or interrupting us or something like that, and then sort of like these two like bigger powers sort of complicating a lot of little relationships between like smaller underworld factions.
Mm.
Um and like even like I could even see like those two sort of like almost playing like puppeteer to a lot of these like little guys and just like
Yeah.
throwing them at each other.
So everyone kind of gets like sucked into the capitalism.
Yeah, like between these two, like a financial company and a pharmaceutical company who are like trying to beat each other.
I like.
That's the biggest thing that I see like from what we've already looked at least, but I'm also open to if anybody else has any other ideas or like other avenues that they're interested in pursuing.
No, I think that like is probably a good fit for us. Stuff that you feel any sort of way.
Her ass is muted. I did hear the dog though, so I wonder if she's dogging. Yeah.
Probably. If we do want to look big picture at Zantara versus Strangford Mictor, so Zantara's allies include the Ministry of Stability, the Kethris Lodge, and Old North Port Preservation Society, while their enemies include the Carousel, Carter Hall University, Sector 6, the Inkling Tabloids, Cranford Mictor, and SICU.
No, they don't like the union.
Of course. They need their workers being non-union.
Yeah, they're literally making pills to make the perfect worker. They can't be unionized.
Yeah. Whereas Strangford Mictor, their allies are the Carousel, the Golden Hand, Mirror House, Ironclad Protections, Inspectors, Magistrates, Scorpion Syndicate, the Foundation, and Saltford's Banking Group. Their enemies include, there we go, Silk,
Okay.
Blue Coats,
They don't like Silk.
the Unseen, Burn Core, Burning Orange, the Gallo Family, Zantara Pharma, and SICU. No one likes
Everybody
the union.
hates the union. No.
Down with the union. I was gonna say it would be very funny if you guys allied yourselves with like either SICU or the youth movement,
Right.
because those are very
Because
like
everyone hates them.
yeah.
I mean, at the same time, you know, I could even see us like fundamentally disagreeing with what Xantara Pharma stands for, but like having to deal with the fact that they give us that they are like our primary source of income,
Yeah.
you know? And like maybe even like while we do stuff for them, like maybe we don't do it perfectly or like we keep some of it for ourselves so we can later on use it to undermine them even in some way.
Mm-hmm. Play
'Cause I
both
don't think
sides,
that-
but carefully.
Yeah, like I don't think that Maz would be like super happy dealing with people who are incredibly anti-union. As someone who's probably on like fucking welfare.
Yes.
Yeah. I think like Lex probably has less of a personal stake in that, but just on principle.
Yeah, right.
I guess it's kind of like Strangford Mictor is easier, more straightforward in the kind of relationship we will have with them.
Yeah, we've had a one score with them,
Oh my god, why?
and really the only thing that they employed us for something, and then it like was sabotaged. So like that's kind of the only relationship
Yeah.
we have with them. And I can see us being like, well, I don't give a fuck about them. Employees and it didn't work
Yeah,
out.
Yeah,
that's true.
very easily turned into an antagonistic relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean what I meant was more like they're the type of thing that just employs uh
Yeah.
people like us anyways, so it's like the boring option to put it some type of way.
Yeah,
So I'm good taking Central Farm and try to figure out how we all feel about their whole deal.
Yeah.
can work. So we can probably do this.
You know what would be crazy? Us at a like a race at the autodrome, participating in the race. Um, we're sponsored by Xantara Pharma, and then there's um, another team who's sponsored by Strangford Mictor,
Yes.
and we have to race each other. But like it's like a front for something else at the same time.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm thinking of. How, if the race is at the autodrome, how do we tie this in to actually stealing stuff from unless they
Right.
have it like
Yeah, I mean, I can see it even being like half racing, half like espionage, even. Because, like, I think one of the things I bet that happens, like, at races are like there's a bunch of shareholders from a bunch of different companies who come in, they see how races are
ooh,
doing, and they're like,
uh,
hey, we want to put our money on these guys or something happening there. And so, like, the people
necessarily
watching, yeah. And so
okay.
I think like like it's like one thing where it could be like some of us are participating in the race maybe, or we're all trying to do the espionage, but that's yeah.
I like that. So okay, so let's build a score. We have a big exhibition race coming up. It's it's the start of a new season. We're looking to get our name out. Bunch of lower tier, relatively unknown gangs show up. Maybe one or two big racers who are sandbagging to sort of just feel good about themselves and like win an easy race.
Mm-hmm.
But you're definitely the team that shows up biggest backing. Have Nantara's name and logo all over your car, which is great optics. That gets that gets cameras on you. That gets people looking and people. Obviously, there's gambling to think of on who's as participants in the race. Obviously, if you won, but also, yeah, there are going to be a lot of big watching. They want to know who they're going to back. They want to advertise their names. So, what? We have a handful of sponsors, one specifically being Strength Victor.
Yeah, I can see like any of like the for-profit groups being present.
Yeah. And they're maybe this wasn't even supposed to be like a big deal because it's just like a preseason race. But once word
Oh
gets
yeah.
out that Zentara is like showing up in force already, even though the season hasn't started yet, like word gets around and people are like, okay, maybe we do need to start early. And
Yeah,
so all
maybe
of
they're like, if these
these,
guys are in, we should be in.
yeah, all of these bigwigs show up, and it's like, wait, we're not prepared for this,
Yeah.
which makes it really good for you guys because that means there's not a lot of prepared security. There's not a lot of, there's not as much media attention as there usually would be. And so it's easy for someone to sneak off from like pit lane and do a little spying or stealing side. So we
Hmm.
could, it would be same location, but we could semi split the party. We'd have one or two people racing. Someone could be either on pit lane trying to sabotage other racers or helping deal with your car, and then you could have someone sneaking around in the VIP boxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're looking to get probably nothing super valuable. They're necessarily coming meeting with sponsors, deals, spots, getting a name and a face, attention, lack thereof could be good enough. Alright, hey,
Yeah. I think it could also be like um a, a like a space for uh shareholders to sort of all come together and be like watch the race maybe and like see how everything's going and be like, okay, I think I want to sponsor these guys. When someone else is like, I want to sponsor these guys, and it could be like an opportunity for us to come in. And if we like want to like sabotage like a different team or something, you know, be like, maybe these guys aren't worth putting your money on, or
yeah, make them look bad.
deter a company from um, even putting it in the first place.
I like this. And then once this gets completed, obviously, and that could open other other factions approaching you of
Yeah. Yeah.
all else fails, have that they they'll surely have people on things for you to target Strangford Michter.
Hell yeah. And I can also see us like if we like succeed at a race or even like participate in such a way that gets us more attention than like the red torque or something. They'd be like, bruh, you're not supposed to be cooler than us.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Which could cause conflict there too.
Look, if you're gonna one up us, then you're gonna do the job for us. Free.
Right. Yeah. Inter racing community turmoil, all at the hands of these big companies.
Oh man. Okay. Then they make you go out into the deathland, their job.
Fuck yeah.
But that's also, oh man, that's also where the freaking, where the high security lockdown place is for Skurlock's woman.
Oh god, yeah.
So maybe he gets in touch and is like, hey, if you're gonna be out there anyway.
He'll go steal a woman for me.
Yeah.
If you could.
Perfect. Okay. And on any one of these, I can just throw Silk at you. Like, hey, thing you're looking for isn't here.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay. See, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, this is like 4 scores already. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
And even in like any of these two, we could have those other guys like roll up, like the Golden Hand or something,
Yeah.
and have them butt in because like they're being employed by Strangford Michter or something. Banger, banger.
Then another thing. I don't know how. I feel like it'll be less necessary here, even though we have to play because of how keys and deadlocks work. But are you at all interested in creating a secondary backup character just in case things haywire? I know the first time we played Blade, everyone had characters fourth and E just to manage stress and stuff, but
Maz's ass does already have 2 deadlocked keys.
and I know you guys have very like one-sided characters as far as stats go. So if you're interested in playing like a different class or catering towards that line or more balance, I would not be opposed to that. And if all else fails, I mean, if if things go terribly wrong and someone ends up dying on a score, then you'll already have a backup made.
Yeah.
But
I can totally
I
see
guess.
us like having like, recruiting a couple more folks because we're higher tier.
Sure. I guess I can think about it.
yeah, I don't have like a character ready to go, but if I'd be okay with doing that.
yeah, and this way you'd have a little more agency in what what your character is.
Oh yeah.
Since you weren't the one who made it.
There's that.
Yeah, that's very true.
I have very much made Porsche a David character.
You put your own little sauce on him, and I love
Yeah.
him. I love him now.
Okay, I mean I'll be real. I don't even remember what the playbooks are right now.
Yeah.
I'd have to think about it.
I'd have to think about a
I
guy
can
too,
probably
for
come up
sure.
with something like at least just bare bones, and then if it becomes, you know,
Yeah, we
different.
don't have to like completely flesh everything out like immediately, but just having some sort of idea of uh wants so that we're not starting from scratch if the second character does.
Right.
Okay, just so that we know, we have intellectual for Flex.
Yeah. Maz is a veteran. And then Portia's a swinger.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Incredible. Uh, the only thing that I will say is that we are legally required to make them all named after cars.
Yes, they do
Yes.
have to have car brand names.
That's the
Yes.
otherwise we cannot hire them.
Yeah. To be Jimmy car brands. Yeah, I mean like our fucking pit crew will have car brand names
That
too.
too.
So
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Yeah, I'll have a look.
yeah, I don't know.
Sometime.
There's like a lot of the classes are like super interesting, so I'll have to go through them again. So I think I need to
Yeah,
re-download the
I'm probably
document.
gonna try and see if there's something that I haven't played between like the
uh,
Blade's characters
I'm,
and Lex.
I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna roll up some big brute named Ford.
Fuck yes, Mr.
Perfect.
F-150.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I love it.
I do like muscle cars.
Hell yes.
Oh, that's good.
Does Ford have a Mustang, baby?
Oh, and another thing that wasn't exactly super clear when they were talking about like factions, your relationships with them and stuff, but so each faction has um as you like do jobs for them and either become more friendly with them, um you like gain status with them. I'm not sure what the highest status is. I think it's +3. It's either +3 or
Mm.
+4. But when you max out your status with a different faction, you gain what's called a prestige ability. And
Ooh.
so you will have like a special ability that ties into the lore of that faction that you can use during a score. Um,
Interesting.
and so, for example, let's just say, let's take city council. So let's say you maxed out your status with the city council. Their prestige ability is traffic routing. So once per score, you can request help by phone, radio, or flashback. The city council will use their powers to slow or stop a target in the streets via a roadblock, traffic jam, public parade, etc., and or
Mm-hmm.
open up a hidden shortcut for you.
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
So each individual faction has their own prestige ability. If you're able to, so think of it as like social links in an RPG. If you get
Yeah.
them to max affinity, then you get the like ultimate ability or whatever.
And you can date them.
Yes, absolutely.
You unlock those extra hearts.
Yeah, and a lot of these are like really cool. Some of them unlock like extra items that you can add to your like item load. Some give you like special abilities that you can use once per score. Some are uh, like safeguards. So if things happen to your character, or if your character somehow dies, then instead of dying, this or that will happen. So another thing to consider as you make friends, decide who you want to do a job for.
What stats do you guys have? Like, what are your biggest things?
Currently, go ahead.
I have one in study, one in wrench, one in finesse, one in command, one in consort, 3 in sway. I can talk and I can do nothing else.
Good.
I have 3 in wrench, 2 in study, and then 1 in survey, finesse, and sway.
Okay. So we have, and I have, my biggest ones are going to be hunt, finesse, and skirmish. So we've
who
got
has where
we've got one
or 3
insight, we've
points?
got one prowess, and we've got one resolve.
Yeah, but let's see what were we like our big stats. It's three
Maz
range on.
Maz doesn't have any 3Bs. But
What's
they've
the
got
two?
2 in finesse, 2 in skirmish, and 2 in hunt.
Okay, mostly they've got mostly in prowess
Mostly,
then.
yes, fighty stuff.
Okay, so we got a fighter, and we got a talker,
And a fixer.
and a fixer. So we could still use someone that's maybe higher on study, or maybe like a stealth person, or
Stealth
someone
would
who
be
might have
good.
like hunt, survey, prowl.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing a sneaky guy. I feel like I've never done like a rogue sneaky guy.
Well, now's your chance.
That was my chance.
And we
Yeah,
could
and we also
use...
we don't have anybody who has a tune either.
Yeah, we
however
need
much
like
that comes up.
spooky, freaky person.
Yeah.
A tune might be rare during race stuff, but if you're gonna be going out into the Deathland,
True.
and if you're gonna be working for Skurlock, a tune is definitely gonna be big for those scores.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, I'll consider.
Unless David likes that better.
Yeah, I need to.
The radical blows people up.
Also,
sounds fun.
David, something that I realized that we need to adjust for your experience.
Oh. Up or down? Please say up.
Both. So when you do, you got 2 experience for rolling desperate actions last score.
Yes.
But we had put that into your playbook advancement. The way desperate actions work is that you get experience in the attributes that's oh no, it says attribute or playbook. So actually that's fine.
Okay.
But
so up.
No. So nothing. Unless you want to adjust it. So the way experience works is that you see by your stats: insight, prowess, and resolve. Those each have their own set of 6 experience points. And when you put points into that if you want to buff your stats. And when you get up to 6, when you fill up the experience bar, then you get another dot to put in your stats. The playbook advancement at the bottom of your sheet, that's for learning new abilities. So when you fill up the playbook advancement, you can take another. It's like another feat, basically. So I think we had automatically just put that into playbook advancement. But if you had wanted to, if you want to buff your stats, you can move those from playbook, those 2 points from playbook to either insight, prowess, or resolve, if you wanted to.
No, I'm good with what I got.
Okay.
I'm Googling to see if any real life car companies have any history of corporate espionage, but nobody's telling me any of these. Nobody's telling me which businesses do this. I wonder
You're
why.
assigned FBI agent. It's going to right now.
Looking in when I Google car
Where are
company
you?
corporate espionage.
What is this person?
I'm just curious.
You could take the name of one of those tiny Japanese trucks.
Oh, like the fucking
Oh, the K cars.
the K
Yeah,
cars with the
yeah,
trucks.
yeah.
Yeah. See, now I can see K being a first name.
Or
Although it looks like every fucking Japanese car company does those.
I'm just on the Wikipedia page for K trucks. You could go with a K Daihatsu.
Daihatsu. My last name being fucking Suzuki.
One of the most famous cases of corporate espionage in the automotive industry occurred between General Motors and Volkswagen when
okay, who's gonna be?
the head of GM abruptly defected to Volkswagen, taking several other executives along with him and
Wow, so sauce.
thousands of pages of confidential documents.
Oh my god.
GM filed a
Okay,
lawsuit
who's
against
gonna be
Volkswagen, accusing them of stealing trade secrets. The legal battle lasted for 4 years, ending in Volkswagen having to pay $100 million in fines and negotiating a buyout of $1 billion in parts from GM.
Damn. Volkswagen has a real rough with that and the fucking like lying and their
Oh
energy
yeah, the
tests.
what was it? The greenhouse gas emissions or whatever.
Yeah, their emissions thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
My God. I can't be Volkswagen. I can't play another German character. That'd be too much for me.
Fine, I'll do it.
Well, see, I was thinking that like you could have a character whose like first and last name spell out GM, or like, but
Ooh,
your name
yeah.
wouldn't be hi. My name is General Motors. Otherwise, GM has a bunch of subsidiaries. I think not Cadillac, but like
Game
Pontiac, I
Master.
think, or something.
Yeah.
Game Master, yeah. Hey, my name's GM.
Reports came out that Nissan's CEO was accused of hiring a security firm to install cameras in order to spy on his second in command during a high-level internal power struggle at the company.
Oh my God.
You make it sound so interesting, and I'm sure it's just
Yeah,
probably no.
just dumb worker politics.
Yeah. If you didn't want to be General Motors, you could be Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac. We'd call you Caddy. Your name's fucking Cadillac.
Caddy, a former
hate it.
cab driver.
Yeah, there you go. Caddy, the former cab driver, turned racer.
I'm kind of into it, actually. We'll see.
Yes, be Caddy. The new Formula One team, Cadillac. Let's go.
Yes.
I see.
No, I'm a Toyota girly, so I don't care. They're not even in Formula One, anyways. Call my character's name can be Gazoo.
General Motors filed a lawsuit against Fiat Chrysler, accusing them of bribing officials from the United Auto Workers Union
Oh wow!
to gain an advantage in union negotiations.
Wow.
Fiat Chrysler, in return, accused GM of spying on them in order to find out.
You know, I kind of forget that Chrysler is like a car company, because every time I hear that, I just think about that, like, Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler. Merry Christmas.
Whatever the fuck else.
What if I just double down on the Ford and name this guy Maverick Mustang?
Oh,
Maverick Mustang
yes.
Ford.
That's awesome.
I like that.
I think you should. I would love to call this man
Yeah.
fucking Mustang.
Yeah.
Mr. Maverick.
Imagine your name's Maverick and people just call you Rick.
Rick. Hey, Rick Ford.
Fucking boring. MMF. Maverick Mustang.
Maverick Mustang Ford. Okay, yeah, that's
yes,
a
that's a
Hell
great name. I
yes.
think you should keep it. Yes.
Hell yes.
And the Mustang Ford is hyphenated.
Oh, perfect.
Good.
Oh,
Good. Good. Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Someone gotta be a Peugeot. Be a French person. Be a French spy. My name's Peugeot. Oops.
Does someone have the PDF handy?
Yeah. Let me. I think I downloaded
Somewhere.
it off Telegram. Let me put it in the Discord just so it's right with us. Recent quick access to downloads. Telegram. Sending it into the Discord. Although this is a playtest, I don't know if it's been updated.
It
I don't know if
has,
the
but
updated
they
has even been
haven't.
out.
They haven't posted. They haven't released
New
up
version.
Gotcha.
because the playtest
I'm
actually
f-
only lasted a couple months. So
Yeah, they didn't do for very long. I'm thinking my second character will be The operative. Unless anybody else wanted that.
Well, I will let you know as soon as I get this PDF open.
Okay. The operative is the stealthy person.
Yeah,
Espionage.
that is definitely not Maverick Mustang.
So yeah, I figured Mr. Ford wouldn't.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I need to look at them. I might actually just wait for David to pick up something so I can just.
Fill in
I
the
have a
blank.
pretty good idea of who this guy is, so I just need to look. I just need to find. There you go, page
Yeah,
47.
Once you know what you're doing, then I can just make sure that I'm not
I will have an answer for you in
overlooked.
5 minutes.
5.
The
Take your time.
the parent company for Fiat Chrysler, called Stellantis. Its headquarters in the U.S. is Auburn Hills, whatever, but its headquarters in the Netherlands is in a place called Hoofddorp.
Okay. That
And
sounds like a
that just
very.
made me laugh.
Hmm.
Hoofddorp.
No, I definitely do not need to play another character with a weird pet.
Not the Hound.
Oh, but we can bring back Bentley.
Bentley.
A
Bentley.
fucking car.
Oh my god, that's right.
Bentley is multiversal.
Bentley survives. He
Bentley the
lives.
car.
If Skurlock lives, then Bentley does.
I mean, to be fair, you can just name your car that
Yeah.
Bentley has
and,
been
and,
waging
and not take
a war
the
against Skurlock across the multiverse.
and not take the fucking class.
A radical sounds pretty good for Maverick, though.
Blows up shit.
Yeah, the explosives expert.
That actually sounds exactly like what I need because I was looking at veteran. I don't think this guy's a gun guy. I don't think that's explosive enough. Then yeah, the explosives guy might be it. Let me take
Yeah.
a look at that.
I gotta pick a Japanese car companies.
When you play a radical, you gain experience when you address a challenge with persuasion or mayhem. Sway people to your cause and talk your way past problems. If that doesn't work, blow
Labels.
something up.
Ooh, I could be my last name could be Kawasaki, and I could be really into bikes instead of cars.
Ooh, yeah, an autocycle enthusiast.
Yeah.
Radical.
Yamahas are also bikes, I think.
Winger.
And then who else does bikes? It
What's
starts
red
with an
sleeve?
S. Suzuki do bikes? Because I know it's
What a
Kawasaki
normal
and
list.
Yamaha.
A Maverick, Thinker, and Visionary.
Japanese motorcycle brands. Suzuki, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
definitely.
Hondas are good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go with the radical.
Hell yeah.
A hole. The soul of a condemned criminal trapped in a robot body.
That sounds unpleasant.
Could be fun. It's like you're a car.
Intriguing. Let me just check what the. Hmm. Hmm.
I did not know that Infinity is a subsidiary of Nissan. Now I do.
You are the product of the experimental new Lusk reform technique. This procedure takes hardened criminals and turns them into the reformed, vacant-eyed, compliant members of society.
Yes.
You like that?
So basically, A byproduct is that the criminal's resonance echo, their psychic imprint, is used to power a whole, which can work off the criminal's debt to society. You are one such whole, but there is something wrong with you. You are defective, faulty, recidivists. You are meant to be a robotic machine who works tirelessly. I'm into this. I like this. No memory of your former life. Blah blah blah. No background or heritage to start with. I assign whatever I want. Hmm. Yeah, sure. I'll go for this one.
Hell yeah.
I think it's something that I haven't really gone for before.
Paul is pretty customizable too, I think. I think you
Yeah,
get
you basically just pick ability from
from other stuff.
another playbook, and you just put your uh, stats wherever you want.
Yeah, you're not like locked into a certain ability.
So I'm gonna work on that then. I'll probably wait for people to again just finish doing like the mechanic part or have like a base idea of what they're going with, so I can round out the crew.
Hmm.
I like these questions. Which one of you found me when I was malfunctioning and took me in? Which one of you finds me useful, but like how a forklift is useful?
Oh.
Which one of you finds me easy to talk to? Which one of you still doesn't trust me?
I'm
Yes.
thinking
Yes, yes.
like Mustang Ford here. So obviously he has to be a big dumb brute. I'm thinking like George of the Jungle, big dumb brute, but he
Ooh,
also just happens to
God.
be really good with explosives. George of the Jungle, if he could work a bomb.
amazing.
Oh my god. Love to see you playing two flavors of
Very different dudes.
Yes.
He's only smart about the one thing.
Also, I feel like having gone through Blades before with a two-party crew, things will go much more smoothly now that we know how that works.
Hmm.
Because it was kind of not sloppy, like it was kind of weird doing it the first.
Yeah.
What so I'm considering playing the operative. And I get a backing faction if I do this. And they gave me a list. And I don't know if any of these are particularly related to what we're doing. The list is Blackthorn Park, the Palace, Section 6, and Annexus Field Unit, the
Uh,
Strelai, and the Burn Corps.
those are all like the secret agency.
Yeah.
The lore.
Well, I guess it
Um,
says this is likely to be any. They do say this is likely to be one of the spy agencies, but could be any faction of your choice. So I guess I don't have to do those guys.
the Strelai has, I think, the connection just because they're the one kidnapped Satara.
Oh,
That could be.
I don't know if I would want to be
I don't know
like.
if we're gonna be helping Skurlock. That seems like not the. backing
Not
faction.
probably not the way to go. Yeah. Otherwise, I can always just choose something else. It seems like that's fine, but I'd probably choose like a bigger business. The union.
Oh, the union would be really funny.
Oh my god.
An operative being by the
Working for the biggest anti-union companies in the city.
that's hilarious.
I mean, it would make sense to like play an operative who is working against the people we're working for. Whether or not I think the union would do corporate espionage, I guess I don't know. Although we did just see that that fucking lawsuit with Chrysler or whatever. um,
For fun, I could be. I need to pick an owning faction. I have to spend one of my downtime actions going on program and just do what I've been assigned to by said faction.
oh wow.
Oh, interesting.
We'll just be or big benefactor, and that's how I end up with you guys. I've been assigned.
Yeah, that would make sense if you were like a Zantara bot.
I'm just a little wrong, but they don't know that. Kind of like Morderbot.
Yeah. Now I definitely want to play someone that is against Santra Pharma. If you're playing someone who's like built by them.
Yes.
Yeah, Blackthorn Park and a Nixus field unit are both like they're really tied into the whole Civil War thing, which I feel like we're
We're
not
not
really going
really.
into.
Yeah,
They're not
that's
that.
fine. I'm not interested in working for the government, probably. Although Section 6, now that I think about it, would be kind of interesting. If, like,
Ooh,
we've had problems with them in the past and then they put, like, a plant in
yes.
our group.
It would either
Because,
be
like, doesn't fucking Strangford Mictor, aren't they, like, allies with Section 6? I want to say that they are buds, but I don't remember.
there is allies with Carousel, the Golden Hand, Mirror House, Ironclad Protection, Spectres, Magistrate, Scorpion Syndicate, Foundation, Saltford Bank.
Okay. I still think I'm drawn to Section 6.
6 allies with the Imperial Military, Ministry of Stability, and the enemies with Blackthorn, Ethris, Santara,
Dang it!
Lord Skurlock, Ministry of Discovery, Mirror House, Jax, Tomorrow Program. Actually, one of these. The mirror house might be interesting. They
do weird shit,
yes, they
right?
very weird.
Rogue scientists dedicated to the discovery and exploitation of metaphysical anomalies.
Yes.
Oh.
So they are actually secretly doing research on, and they do alluvium stuff. And so
Ooh.
they would probably tie into the core that we did.
Yeah.
Since between them and section 6, those would probably be the two factions. And since section 6, so the Mirror House are allied with Carousel, Kethris Lodge, Frankfurt Mictor, the Tomorrow Program, and enemies with section 6 and the gun.
I can see being part of Mirror House. Like being part of that group and then maybe either being planted into the recyclers by either Mirror House or even by Strangford Mictor to like get info on what Xantra Pharma is doing with the alluvium.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm into that.
Frankfurt Mictor is like pulling strings and calling in favors to get you from your post.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I get a prestige ability? There's no way. Oh, no. Okay. If I do something for my backing faction, then I get a prestige ability from them.
oh. Oh man. Your house prestige ability.
Let's go. Okay, so mechanically, I put my dots in. I have 3 in prowl and then 2 in attune. One in survey and 1 in hunt.
A prowler.
And I put a little bit of attune because I figure with mirror house they get a little freaky. I don't know what my last name's gonna be though. I'm going between Yamaha and Kawasaki.
I think I'm gonna go with 2 in study, 1 in survey, 3 in rec, and 1 in sway.
Very cool. He be a looker as well as an exploder.
You gotta know where you're exploding.
And it's important to know what you're exploding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
Good.
And then you gotta have that one sway just in case you blow up the wrong building.
Yeah, I'd be like, oops.
Wasn't me.
Just closed my character sheet and looked at the map for the first time since I opened Roll20. What are those squiggles?
They're numbers, can't you tell?
Yes.
I
Scribbled
guess
out numbers.
Okay.
See, it's a 4.
I like for a second I thought you guys were writing down your stats spreads and I was like, oh, I should pay attention to that. Wait, that's
No,
not it.
don't worry, you can't read it.
This is how that guy's signature was looking. Oh my god, I have had to deal with so much. Oh god, working for school admin is just
The best.
you were still doing stuff. You were doing stuff right now for them. I'll kill them with a brick.
No, I mean just earlier. But
Oh, okay, good.
It's like classes started this week, but
Mhm.
we still have people like who come up to the office and it's like, oh, I have not enrolled, or I want to change my my schedule, or people complaining about what classroom they were sent to. We've had so many crying students, crying mothers,
Really?
crying parents of students of
Oh my god.
university students, because you know, uh, if you, I mean, you have, for all the engineering programs, you have like around 12 classes in a whole year, so like 6 each semester,
Right.
and you can only like go from like year 1 to year 2 if you passed at least like 80%. So that's 10. You can only fail 2 classes and still
Sure.
go forward.
Mhm.
So obviously a bunch of kids did not pass their classes.
You guys, you have to do your work,
So,
please.
so you know they're all crying right now about losing a year, and it's like, what do you want me to do about it?
You should have done your work, dog.
Have
Yeah,
you
like
considered
I
maybe
cannot do anything.
engineering just isn't for you?
Sadly, but yeah, because if they got to this point, it's like you have your whole semester, and then at the end of the semester, you get your grade. If you fail, you have a chance for a makeup test, like a month later. And if you fail that, then next semester you can uh apply to do the same fucking test again. So you got 2 extra chances to pass the class.
You know, some
So
people are meant to be engineers, and some people are just meant to stare at Excel all day.
yeah, yeah. Anyways,
I'm looking at Japanese first names, and I just it always gets me that Karen is a name in
I mean,
Japanese. It really tickles me.
they it has all the right sounds.
It's in
Those
there, yeah.
sounds
They've got
exist.
they've got kanji for it. It just makes me laugh.
Oh, they got catch for. That's incredible, actually. Just roll up with a character named Karen.
Hi, my name is Karen Kawasaki. What's up?
Amazing. Please, you're the overseas character.
Yeah, yeah.
The overseas character.
I do probably have to go to bed soon because I have to be up at 4.
Oh, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Probably a good.
probably.
11 or something for you.
Let me just before we go leave. What time do you guys want to meet up tomorrow?
Good question. Um, you tell me.
You're
I'll make
you're
that.
gonna be there early, so no matter what, you're gonna be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I
That's
can be like downtown whenever. But that's where I'm gonna park and probably where I'm gonna keep my car.
Mhm.
But I can be there whenever. I've got a 2.5 hour drive, so I just gotta
Yeah,
give myself that time.
I mean, I'm after breakfast. I'm basically gonna head right downtown and do stuff around there, and then my Airbnb's not too far from Chinatown, so pretty
Gotcha.
accessible from downtown.
Okay. How you feel, Ron?
let's see. I was. We want to do like a late launch type. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of places within walking to wander off to.
Yeah, there's. I mean, it's like theater district, so there should be a ton of stuff like right
Yeah.
around there.
Give ourselves like somewhere to eat. Walk.
Yeah. Do we want to? We want to probably give David some time to get to his Airbnb.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Checking is at what time you said 4?
Or
Then you're
So
gonna have to get.
if we want to have, we can have lunch at like maybe like 1 or 2, and hopefully that gives us enough time to eat, and then enough time for you to get over there.
Or do we want to
that
meet
should be-
after check-in? Or
That's true.
You can meet at 5 and get there like right at.
We've got assigned seats, so I don't need to wait in line.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Just so that way, David, you're not going back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for.
So dinner at 5
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah, downtown.
Okay.
Sure, that works. Cool, that means I don't have to get up early tomorrow. Yes.
Perfect.
That makes one of us.
Well, good. I will work on figuring out more about my second character probably tomorrow morning and stuff.
And I will do that
Yeah, same.
next week when I have a computer.
Yeah,
Oh,
understandable.
That seems reasonable to me. Yeah, I'll probably pick like a name and whatever else, and then just leave the stats for last.
Yeah. Cool.
No rush,
Yeah.
and you have your original characters. Next score.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, I can hear literally all of us dying right now.
Yes. It is one of those
I'm
nights.
so low energy right
It do
now.
be. It
Oh my god.
it had been one of them weeks, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm glad we've got like a direction that we're going in
Yeah.
Yes.
with this. This is good.
Yeah.
I have concepts
excited.
for the next couple scores. So
Hell yeah.
going for
That's nice.
some weeks.
Awesome. I'm excited to see where it goes.
It'll go somewhere
Okay.
completely unhinged.
For sure.
Usual.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'll let you guys leave.
Alright.
Night.
Night.
Bye, y'all.
It's
Thank you for chatting. Night.
Night.
See ya.